I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening. Welcome back to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I am your hostess with the mostest, Cristy Code Red. I don't know why that was funny to me. It was funny. Because it's probably because it's corny. Oh, you guys, I so appreciate you being here with me right now, right here, right now, because I know your time is so precious. I know that for me personally, I don't have unlimited time to be listening to podcasts. In fact, there are 3. And mine's one of them, by the way. There are 3. I subscribe to 3 podcasts. I just subscribe to my own because sometimes I forget when it's coming out, and I'm always so excited to listen to the next episode. And I only subscribe to 2 more. And it's just because I'm just so very, very, very protective of my time. And I can't listen to my podcast while I'm doing something like working, because I'm not one of those people that can multitask like that. I can listen to it when I do my hair and makeup or when I'm packing, or something like that. But even if it's a complicated podcast, I still need to think about, okay, what do I need for workout clothes? What do I need? How long am I going to be gone? I need to think about what I'm doing. So I don't have a lot of time to podcast, and I'm pretty sure that neither do you. So I want to say thank you for spending your time with me. I don't take that for granted. I don't take that lightly. In fact, that's a good segue to read a couple of reviews that we received. Oh, you guys. So very nice. Thank you for rating and reviewing Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. Here is from, I'll read you the name at the end. The top says, Weight Loss Mindset Inspiration. Amazing, awe-inspiring, uplifting, hilarious tooth serum podcast series we all need to hear, all in big letters. Thank you so much, Cristy, and the entire Code Red team for the enlightenment and finally, the truth about fat. Don't waste another minute. Listen to all of these gems and get ready to experience the paradigm shift in your thinking about weight loss. My goal was to listen to each one before the September Takedown Challenge begins. Absolutely one of the best decisions I have made. First ever review of any podcast, TL Tishmack. Wow, what a review. Thank you, TL Tishmack. What a name, what a review. 5 stars. Thank you so much for taking your time to do that. Patty K. Smith says, she writes 5 stars, sharing Code Red with the family. It says at the top, I so enjoy listening to Carrie and Cristy and Carrie too. I just did the Code Red myself. What is that? And I let my husband do his thing. He jumped on the bandwagon 3 months after me and is now down 40 pounds. Thank you, Cristy. Spelled my name right too. Patty K. Smith. Thank you. I'll read one more. This is from Mom to 4 Girls. Oh, Mom to 4 Girls. I see. I got it. Mom to 4 Girls. 4 girls. At the top, it says 5. It reads 5 stars. Wow. Just wow. Just listen to the Mastering Code Red with the Family episode with both Carrie and Cristy, and just wow. It's what I never knew that I needed to hear. The dynamic between these awesome sisters is addicting. They feed off each other and they deliver the no BS info that we all need to hear. Big, bold letters. I look forward to the Code Red podcast every single week. Oh, Mom of 2 girls or Mom to 4 girls. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who wrote in and did the rating and reviewing. You guys, again, I don't take that lightly. I know how valuable your time is, your energy is, your compliments. I don't take any of that lightly. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. 10-pound takedown challenge, guys, is happening. You can get in on the next challenge by going to 10poundtakedown.com. After this podcast, it's so easy to remember. It's the number 10 pound, POUND, takedown.com. So easy. You can find us a lot of different ways. You can go to the website, Code Red Lifestyle. You can go straight to 10 pound takedown. That'll take you right to registration. You can find out when our next challenge is. Get in while the getting's good. That's the best way to start. That's the best way to start. And we just launched our Code Red Ambassador program where you can become an ambassador, a Code Red ambassador, and you can actually get paid for referring people to Code Red. I mean, like paid, like money, like cash. Like seriously, I'm not fooling around here. How much do you get paid? Well, let me tell you. You get paid for every single person that registers for the 10-pound takedown under your ambassador code. I will pay you that full registration fee. So your friend registers for the challenge using your ambassador code for $47. So Code Red gets that money. I turn around and I give it right to you. Yes, I do. The full $47. And guys, that adds up. Like that ain't no joke. You know, that could easily, just a few registrations, just a few referrals under your share code, and you got yourself your car payment made. Like that is not a joke. But why not? Why not? If you believe in something, if something has worked for you, if you love it, if you are set free by it, why not share it? Why not share it with the world? You can text it, you can email it, you can post it to your Facebook, you can post it to your Instagram bio. So many ways to share your affiliate code and get the word out there and make a little money. Come on, I'd rather pay you than pay the ad agency. Come on. So get out there. Let's keep this grassroots movement going. People are being healed. They're getting hope and healing from Code Red, just like you did. Might as well make a little green. Make a little cheddar off of me. I don't mind it. I'm excited to pay you out each month. That's how confident I am. And you might be thinking, well, gosh, Cristy, how does Code Red make money? I'm so confident that your friend, your family, your coworker, your cousin, whoever you referred is going to love Code Red, that they're going to stick with it. Don't worry about how I make money. Don't worry about it. I just want to thank you for the referral. I want to thank you. And it's a win-win-win. Think about it. A win because we are acquiring a new client, a new customer, a new rebel. A win for you because you're making money, and a win for the client because they're taking their life back. It is a win all the way across for all parties involved. So become a Code Red ambassador by going to coderedlifestyle.com/ambassador and learn about it. It's easy. Okay, you got to have a PayPal account. It's so super easy. Get yourself an ambassador code. But let me just warn you right now, you cannot contact our customer service department and say, my mom and my sister, they registered for the challenge. I just forgot to use my code. Can I get paid? No. I'm not running a charity here, guys. You need to actually follow the rules, okay? You get it? You feel me? All right. So let's talk about today's freaking awesome subject, you guys. Oh my gosh. Everybody talks about living for their kid. Well, I live for my child. Well, I would die for my child. I would sacrifice my own life for my child. And you would. Like we as parents, we would sacrifice our lives for our kid. We would lay down our life in a moment's notice. We would step up. We would say, yeah, take me. I mean, we would do that. Think back when your child was born. Think back when I knew a comedian. I think it was Jim Gaffigan or something. They said, what about those mothers that are still counting their kids' ages in months? And they're saying, my son is 323 months old. So think back. But even if you got a son that's 26 years old or whatever, think back to when your baby was born. Think back to that moment that your child was born, or think back to the moment where you heard your child's ultrasound heartbeat for the first time. The second that you heard that heartbeat, or the second that that child was born and actually looked into your eyes, that actually released, it triggered a gene. It woke up a gene in you. Actually, physiologically, it happened on a primal level. There was a gene that was activated in you like that. That was a good snap. Come on. Oh, I didn't do it. There. Oh, shoot. See? Oh, it activated that gene immediately. And from that second, it happened in a blink of an eye, you knew that there was absolutely nothing that you wouldn't do for your child. That you would lay down your life in a moment's notice, that you would give up your life, that you would sacrifice whatever you had to, that you would do whatever that you had to do for your child. It is primal, guys. It is in us. You cannot help it. It's that instinct that is in us as soon as we have a child. I never had any children of my own. So I'm laughing. I'm trying not to laugh at myself speaking like this. However, I do have 3 nieces and 1 nephew. And when they were born, I felt, not to the degree that you parents feel, but I did feel this some level of that instinct, that gene turned on in me as they were still a part of my DNA. They were still a part of me. And I still felt I'm not even going to try to claim that I feel what you parents feel, because I know I didn't, but I know that even childless parents, childless people like me can still feel a degree of what your children feel. In fact, studies have shown it. MRIs have proven it. I think I don't know if I got that one wrong. So I'm speaking as if, just bear with me here on the verbiage, and you guys know what I'm talking about. So when our children are born, right, we have this instinct, this DNA that is turned on instinct immediately in us. We would sacrifice our lives for our children. And we would. That's not a joke. That's not just something we throw around and say. We absolutely would. We would lay down our life for our children. But are you living for your kid? Are you showing up each day for your child? Are you living for your kid? What do you mean by that, Cristy? Well, every single time you shove that Papa John's pizza in your mouth, you are shortening your life. Well, that's really dramatic, Cristy. Well, have you looked around lately? Have you looked around at the 66% overweight rate in our country? 33% of this country is obese, and 66%, 2/3 are overweight. Have you looked around at 50% diabetic rate here? Have you looked around that 33% of our police officers are overweight, and that the average correctional officer has the lifespan of 58 years? Have you looked around at how sick and fat our society is? Have you looked around at how our children, this is the first generation of children that will not have a longer life expectancy than their own parents? So, I'm sorry if I sound dramatic here, but those are some pretty dramatic stats. So every single time you lift the fork to your mouth, you are either shortening your life or you are lengthening your life. We all want to, we all think it's so noble. We think it's so noble well, I'll tell you what, my kids come first. I would die for my kids. And that's not a joke. You really would. But everybody says it, and they think it's just so noble. But nobody thinks about the bullcrap food you're shoving in your mouth. Nobody thinks that you are on your way to orphaning your child. You are setting it up to where you die at 54 years old because your diabetes went unchecked. And now your spouse has got to raise your kid. Ain't nobody talking about that. Nobody wants to say that. Just like everybody wants to say, like on our challenges, we drink a gallon of water a day. Oh boy. Let the haters come out. A gallon of water a day. Oh, my goodness. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, but ain't nobody saying nothing when you're drinking a half a case of Diet Coke a day. Same thing. Nobody says anything. Because you know why? Because our scope is day to day, month to month, paycheck to paycheck. That's what our scope is. Our scope is, as parents, we're just trying to get by, right? We're just trying to pay the rent. You're just trying to pay the phone bill. You're just trying to get your kid through middle school. Hello, middle school. Oh, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I had a horrible middle school experience. So I understand if you've got middle schoolers, sometimes they're just little brats and they hate school. You hate them and everybody's miserable. Okay. So I get it. I get it that you're just trying to get through. I get it that you're just trying to keep the house from burning down. I get it that you're just trying to get to the next paycheck, that every day, every week is a struggle, that you might be taking care of an elderly parent, that you might be just trying to get your dog poop picked up every day, that you're just trying to get dinner upon the table, just trying to keep these kids alive, for crying out loud. So you're not thinking long term. But you need to be thinking long term, because every single time you bing bong order Domino's, because you just are so freaking exhausted, you can't think to put something on the table, so you just do the easy route. Every time you do that, you are chipping away at your health and your life. And what good is that doing for your child? What good is that doing? That ain't doing nobody no good if you die at 39 years old, at 56 years old. Like, seriously? We're waiting longer and longer to have kids. So a lot of parents, I mean, they could be 58 years old before their kid graduates high school. Well, you don't start taking care of yourself now, it's going to be rough at that age. It's going to be rough on you. 18-year-old, you can't even climb the bleachers to your kid's graduation because your knees hurt so bad. As you have all this extra weight on, you're eating crap you shouldn't be eating, which is causing inflammation. How about you got a bum foot because you're not keeping your blood sugars in check, diabetic, type 2? Well, no. So you'd rather pay the $1,200 a month of diabetic medication to keep your blood sugar, just to manage your blood sugar instead of managing it? No. Listen, every time you lift that fork to your mouth, every single time you are choosing to be around for your kid or not to be around for your kid. Nobody wants to live for the child. You do, but you're not thinking about it that way. You're just thinking about it like it's not going to happen to me. Nobody ever thinks things are going to happen to them. Nobody ever thinks they're going to be the one that gets cancer. Nobody ever thinks that they're going to go into a diabetic coma. Nobody ever thinks that they're going to drop dead from a heart attack. Nobody ever thinks that's going to be them. That's always the other guy. That's always the story you read on Facebook and you go, oh, poor Sally. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah, she's got 3 kids, 14, 9, and 7. Oh, poor Sally. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe. Maybe I'll take her over a casserole. Oh, poor Sally. Because Sally's husband was too busy working himself into the ground, wasn't paying attention to his health, got himself into a bit of a heart attack, huh? Huh, John? Everybody thinks it's so noble to say, well, I would die for my kid. That's just like, yeah, that's so powerful. Like, yeah, that's how much I love my kid. But you don't love your kid enough to take care of yourself? That's what it boils down to. And bottom line, you don't love yourself enough? A lot of you guys think that putting yourself first, you're doing that mommy martyr baloney, that I hate. I hate that you, I stayed up all night checking on my kids 19 times during the night. Like, it's all noble because you lost a lot of sleep during the night. And because you were like, oh, I was, whatever you think you were doing that has to do with your kid. You think that's all noble because you worried all night long. Well, guess whose life is shortening because you're not sleeping? The shorter you sleep, the shorter your life. How does that saying go? The shorter you sleep or the less you sleep, it's kind of like a catchy little phrase. The less you sleep, the shorter life you have, something like that. But it's true. I mean, we say with Code Red, you ain't sleeping, you ain't losing. So I'm not gonna I just beat this dead horse so many times. You gotta take care of other people. You gotta take care of yourself, or you can't take care of other people. I get so sick of hearing it. Like, just like the flight attendant says, put on your own mask before you put on somebody else's. I'm like, me, I just don't like that cliche bull crap. Like, but it's so true. Come on. It's so true. You truly and honestly, how are you supposed to care for your kids and grandkids? How are you supposed to walk them down the aisle when you got a foot missing because you didn't take care of your blood sugar? They got out of control. You had to have a foot amputated. Or you're impotent now at 56 years old. You want to be real? We'll be real because you didn't take care of your health. Remember that documentary, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead with Joe Cross? I love that documentary. I like Joe Cross. I follow him online. He was wealthy. He had money and the private jet and women and parties and alcohol and drugs and smoking and all the things he did. He partied all the time. He worked all the time. Massive stress in his life. All the wrong things. He was prioritizing everything except his health. And he got to be nearly 300 pounds. He was on loads of medication. And he was on a destructive path. He says in the documentary, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, I am absolutely know that I would not have lived into my 40s even. I mean, he said that. He was really, really sick because he put everything ahead of himself. You guys are listening to me right now and you're like, yeah, well, Cristy, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. You don't have kids. You just don't get it. You don't understand what it's like to have a family. Okay. I do have a family, by the way. And no, I did not actually birth a child from my loins, but I do have a family. And I have taken care of my family. I have stepped up and taken care of my family in a lot of different cases. I have gotten up in the middle of the night and I've taken a red-eye flight to my family. I have stepped up to the line for my family. So I understand what it's like to be there for your family, but not at the expense of my own health. No. And it's not okay for me and it's not okay for you. I'd love to see you all live for your kids instead of throwing out that phrase like I'd take a bullet for my child. I'd lay down my life for my child. And you would, and I would. But every time you choose the drive-through, every time you beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, Papa John's, can I get an extra large pepperoni? Yep, let's go ahead and with sausage. You kids want sausage? Yeah? You want some olives? Can we do olives on half of it? Actually, everything's done online now, I think. But every time you choose that option, instead of putting a pot roast in the crock pot before you leave for work and then having it done when you get home, every time you choose the Costco lasagna, every time you choose the TV dinner, every time you give your kids Eggo waffles, every time you make those choices, you choose 3 times a day. You choose with every time you lift that fork to your mouth. You choose. You do have a choice. I am begging you to realize this. I am begging you to live. If you don't want to live for yourself, live for your kids. And if you want to live for your kids, be there for your kids and your grandkids. Walk them down the aisle. Be there when they have babies. And take care of your stinking health. Come on. It's real food, water, and sleep. It is not that hard. It's just a matter of convenience. It's a matter of you running to the C-store instead of planning ahead because you just didn't get up. But nobody feels like getting up early when you feel like garbage every morning. It's just it's an awful cycle. That's why the 10-pound takedown is so good, a great place to get started. Because you get started with a challenge. You dip your toe in, you detox from the crap, you start to feel better, your energy is better. Of course, your clothes fit looser. Of course, the scale goes down. Of course, the medications are adjusted. Of course, you get off medications. But that is a place to start for your health. Because every single day, you're just chipping away at your health. Every day that you continue to shove that crap in your mouth, you keep saying you're going to start tomorrow. You keep saying you're going to start Monday. Well, guess what? There is no tomorrow. Today, right now, 2:00 on a Tuesday, 1:30 on a Thursday. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't have to be Sunday night that you make that decision. Oh, I'm getting healthy tomorrow. Oh, everybody makes that decision after they're full. When they're full, when they finish their meal and the dishes are cleaned up and they're feeling really good on a Sunday night, everybody's going to start tomorrow morning. I'm telling you to start right now. I'm telling you to say enough. I've had enough of this. I am worth more than this. I am worth being there for my kids and showing up and being my best self. Gosh, if you're not going to do it for you, do it for them, for crying out loud. Do it for your grandkids. Do it for your unborn great-grandkids. But start living for them. That is noble. That is noble. That could be your why until you discover your own why really is you. And that's okay to want to do it for yourself. That's okay to be good enough. I'm good enough. Just me. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. I'm sexy. I'm beautiful. It's okay to say that about yourself. It doesn't make you a bad parent if you just say, you know what, I'm doing this for me because I am worth it. So yeah, so live for your kids, but ultimately I'd rather you say, I choose me. I choose me because I want to be around for me, to enjoy my life. Because your kids are going to grow up, they're going to have their own life. And then what? And then what? It's just you, or you and your partner, or you and your dog. 10poundtakedown.com. That's the best place to get started. Get started with the challenge. Join our ambassador program. That's even better. Make some money. Spread the word. That is a grassroots movement right there. That is how we spread this news. Ambassador program. I think it's going to be a game changer for you. It's going to be a game changer for your loved ones. It's going to be a game changer for Code Red. I'm excited to have you on this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. You guys, I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you're not subscribed already, please be sure to do that right now. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could do me a quick favor and rate and review this podcast. That would be just so helpful. Speaking of help, let me know if I can help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com, check out my programs, and see what we can do for you. Until next time, Rebel on.